Hi students, I hope you understood what we have discussed in the previous session, that is about the surface areas and volume. We have discussed about the surface areas of all the solid shapes: cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, sphere and hemisphere. And painting it, finding the cost of it. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about the other topic in that surface areas and volumes, that is volume concept. Volume is nothing but the space occupied by an object, a solid object. Space occupied by a solid object is called its volume. So what is it? If the object is hollow, then it can filled by the water. If you pour the water, it occupies the space or the shape of the container. It occupies the space of the container, and then we call it as the capacity of the container. We call it as capacity. So in another term, we call it as container. The capacity, we call it as capacity. In other term, we call it as capacity. And volume is the solid shape if it occupies this object. The space occupied by an object is called volume. And if it is hollow, it can hold something inside it, maybe air or maybe water, anything liquid, or some other objects which we can put inside a big carton, in that arranging all small boxes, so which can hold within inside it, that is called its volume. Volume, it is a product of the area occupied by a plane region and height of the object. It is a product of the area occupied by plane region and the height of the object. So always volume is equals to area into height. Volume is measured in cubical units. Volume is measured in cubic units. How to measure the volume? Cubic units. So volume is measured in cubic units. Next. So solid object. Now you see, this is a solid object. What is the shape? This one. It is a cuboidal shape, which is called, this is a cuboidal shape. This is a solid. Volume is nothing but length, the region, space occupied by a solid object is called its volume. So volume is equals to area into height. When I am placing it, how much space it is occupied, that is the area of the plane region. The region is a rectangular shape region into the height. So area into height will be giving the volume. And even as mentioned here, if the object is hollow, then it can hold something within it. What is that something? So if the object is hollow, now you say this is a cuboidal box. Right. When we open it, the empty space is there within it. When you close it, it is a cuboidal shape. Now, when you open, it has some empty space. In that, we can fill it with the air and some other objects, small objects, even like this. This is also cuboidal. See, look at this. This is also cuboidal. We can place such type of small cuboidal boxes. How many can fit in this? So that time also we calculate. If it is not leak, then we can pour the water. If it can hold the water, we can hold. Or else we can fill this box with air. So that shape of the container will come. So that time we call it as the capacity. So both are related terms, volume and capacity. Sometimes they will be asking, find the volume. Sometimes based on the question, find the capacity. You see now, if you open, you can pour the water, you can fill this, or you can pour some other items in this, or such small type of boxes you can insert in this. This is also cuboidal shape. We can insert such type of small boxes. Still space is there. How many boxes can be filled in this? Means volume of the bigger object and volume of the smaller object. Volume of the bigger object, volume of the smaller object. So how many we can insert in this? Volume of the bigger object divided by volume of the smaller object will give you the number of boxes we can fit inside it. Number of objects can be fit inside it. So that time we call it as, if you are pouring the water, if you are filling with A, then we call it as capacity. Then we call it as capacity. Is it clear that the difference between the area and the volume? Volume, space occupied. Now you see, when I put on this, if I keep on this is a paper, so this is a plain region. Now if I keep on this, area occupied, region occupied by the object into height, that is called its volume. That is called its volume. So units for volume. Volume is measured in cubic units. Volume is measured in cubic units. Let us see the volume of the different objects. Volume of different objects. Volume of cube. So volume, we define that space occupied, area occupied by the region. So region, area is S into S and the height is S. So volume of a cube is S into S into S, S power 3, that is nothing but S cube. Then volume of the cuboid, B. Area is in a rectangular shape, so L into B, and then height is H. So volume of the cuboid is L into B into H. Whether it can hold, if it is a hollow cuboid, then we can pour something in it, we can put the boxes, something, then we call it as capacity, or in other way. So volume is equals to, volume of cuboid is L into B into H. Volume of the cube is S cube. Volume of the cylinder. So base is in a circular shape, that is area of the circle is pi r square. Area of the circle is pi r square. With the height, if you multiply pi r square H. So volume of the cylinder is pi r square H. Volume of the cone. So volume of the cone, and there is a relation between cylinder and cone. If you take both cone as well as the cylinder which have the same radii, radius of the cylinder and radius of the cone, if you take, if you fill the container with cone and pour the water into it, the cylinder which have the same base and height, radius and the height, same radius and height, then listen, same radius, they must have same radius. First of all, if you pour the water into that, and the height also must be same, if you pour water into the cylinder, then 3 times you need to fill, 3 times you need to pour into the cylinder from the cone, with the cone 3 times you have to fill, then 3 times when you fill the water, 3 times when you pour the water, then the container, the cylinder will be filled. That's the reason there is a relation between volume of cylinder and cone. So 3 times means volume of the cone is 1/3 of volume of the cylinder. You see here, this is a cone, inside it and outside it is cylinder. So this here is one, we can find one cone, here one cone, and here is one cone. 3 cones is appearing inside it. Volume of the cylinder and volume of the cone. So volume of the cone is nothing but volume 1/3 of volume of the cylinder. We can do practically in mathematics lab with the equipment which has the same radii of the cone as well as cylinder with the height. When you pour water and fill it inside it, when you pour water and fill, it takes 3 times you need to fill the water, 3 times you need to pour the water into the cylinder. So therefore volume of cone is 1/3 of pi r square H. Volume of the cone is 1/3 of pi r square H. What is the volume of the cone? 1/3 of pi r square H. So volume is measured in cubic units. Now volume of sphere. Volume of sphere is equals to 4/3 pi r cube. 4/3 times of pi r cube, pi r cube. So here the spherical shape, if it is a container, if it is a open, it has some space, we can pour the water inside it or it can hold the air inside it. The volume of the spherical shape is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So we have an activity in our textbook that we will be doing in mathematics lab. So 4 by 3 pi r cube. How we are getting 4 by 3 pi r cube? Generally we said area into the height. Here height is nothing but the we consider as the same thing, that is area is pi r square into r, that is r cube. 4 by 3. Why the 4 by 3 has come? We have some activity to finish to get the idea why the volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Then volume of the hemisphere is nothing but half of the sphere. Volume of the half of the sphere, so that is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of the hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Cubical units. Volume always measured in cubic units. Volume always measured in cubic units. Let us discuss some of the questions based on these volumes of cube, cuboid, further and further cylinder, cone and sphere. We will discuss now. Now exercise 13.5. From exercise 13.5, question number 2. A cuboidal water tank is 6 meters long, 5 meters wide and 4.5 meters height. How many liters of water can it hold? We have seen the different types of water tanks: cuboidal water tank, cubical water tank, cylindrical water tank. These are all. So how many waters it can hold? A cuboidal water tank is there. The measures are given: length, breadth and height. How many liters? So first we will find the volume in cubic meters, because all the units are in meters. That will be converted into liters. Volume of 1 meter cube is equals to how many liters? 1000 liters. 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 liters. So first we need to find out its volume. So cuboidal water tank. Look at this. This is a cuboidal water tank. Cuboidal shape. So here 6 meters long. Observe it. This is, if you open it like this, 6 meters long and 5 meters wide and 4.5 meters height. So if it is opened, if you can pour water inside, if it is a tank, then how many liters of water it can hold inside it? How many liters of water it can hold inside it? So volume we have to find out, which is nothing but the capacity. So first solution, length. L is equals to cuboidal tank. We are talking about the cuboidal. So L is equals to 6 meters. Breadth, B is equals to 5 meters. Height, depth is nothing but height, or depth also you can write height, which is 4.5 meters. So cuboidal water tank. This is a cuboidal water tank. That is a cuboidal shape. So L is 6 meters and 5 meters and 4.5 meters is the height. Okay. So volume is equals to V is equals to L into B into H cubic units. So which is nothing but L. L is how much? 6 into 5 into 4.5 meter cube. So 6 5s are 30. 30 into 4.5. 4.5 into 30. 3 5s are 15. 3 5s are 15. Observe it. 6 5s are 30. 3 is there. 3 0. 3 5s are 15. 3 4s are 12 plus 1. 13. And 0 is there. So we can cancel this 0. Meter cube. Therefore volume is equals to 135 meter cube. But we need to find out how many liters it can hold. hold. So here 1 meter cube, 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 liters. 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 liters. So 135 meter cube is equals to 135 meter cube is equals to 135 meter cube is equals to 135 into 1000 liters. 135 into 1000 liters, which is nothing but 135,000 liters. You see, 135 into 135 and 3 more zeros. So units 1000. 1,35,000 liters. Therefore, the capacity of the tank, it can hold. The tank can hold. The tank can hold 1,35,000 liters of water in it. It can hold this many liters of water in it. So what we are doing, we are finding the volume. That volume we converted into the capacity, which is nothing but into the liters. Into liters. Why it is in liters? Because how many liters of water it can hold? Liters of water it can hold. Water is a liquid. So liquid we measured in liters. So how many liters it can hold? 1,35,000 liters it can hold. Do you understand? Is it clear? Right. Now question number 5. The capacity of a cuboidal tank 5000 liters of water. So it can hold 5000 liters of water in it. Find the breadth of the tank. We have to find out the breadth of the tank. If its length and depth are, depth is nothing but height. When we are going inside it, deep inside it, then we call it as depth of height. So depth and length are given 2.5 meters and 10 meters. We need to find out breadth of the tank. So what are the given things here? First you write down solution. Capacity of the tank. Capacity of the tank is equals to 50,000 liters. Now when they give capacity, how do you find? Actually the given object is what? It's a cuboidal shape. It's a cuboidal shape. So volume. So the rest are in meters. This is in meters and this is in meters. So we convert the capacity into its volume, which is nothing but into the meter cube. So 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 liters is equals to 1 meter cube. 1000 liters is equals to 1 meter cube. Therefore first we will find out volume is equals to volume. How to calculate its volume? Volume is equals to, this is nothing but the capacity. This is also capacity, which is another term in liters. Volume is equals to 50,000. 1000 liters is 1 meter cube. Then 50,000 liters will be how many meter cube? 50,000 liters. Yes, you are right. We have to divide with 1000 liters. So by 1000, which is nothing but in meter cube, because this is in liters, this is in liters. 1 meter cube, 1000 liters is 1 meter cube. When you are dividing with 1000, the volume will be in meter cube. So 3 zeros and 3 zeros cancel. Therefore volume is equals to 50 meter cube. Now length is how much? L is equals to, length is given as 2.5 meters and depth in another way we call it as, which is nothing but height, which is 10 meters. What we have to calculate? We need to find out its breadth. Breadth we have to find out. So breadth is equals to question mark. What is the formula to find volume of cuboid? Volume of cuboid is equals to L into B into H. So L into B into H, L into B into H is equals to the volume we got as 50. Volume we got as 50 meter cube. Okay. Now L we know, that is length 2.5, and we don't know breadth and we know height, which is equals to 50. 2.5 into 10, which is nothing but 25, into B is equals to 50. Then transpose B this side. 50 is equals to 50 by 25, which is equals to 2. So what is breadth? 2 meters. What is the breadth of the tank? Therefore breadth of the tank is equals to 2 meters. Breadth of the tank is equals to 2 meters. What we are doing here? We are converting the capacity into the volume. 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 liters. 1 meter cube is equals to 1000 liters. Then 50,000 liters will be 50,000 liters. If you divide with 1000 liters, then we get the volume in meter cube, as the units are given in meters. Then we know the formula, L into B into H is equals to 50 meter cube. So this is meter cube. Then we got 2.5 into 10, that is 2.5 into 10 is 25. 25 if you transpose this side, then breadth of the water tank, breadth of the tank is 2 meters. What is the breadth of the tank? 2 meters. Is it clear? I hope you understood. Now look at the question. Question number 8. A solid cube of side 12 centimeter is cut into 8 cubes of equal volume. 8 cubes of equal volume. What will be the side of a new cube? And also find the ratio between their surface areas. So a big cube is given that they cut into 8 equal cubes which is having equal volume. 8 small cubes they made. What will be the side of new cube? So volume from the bigger cube they are converting into small 8 cubes. So volume of the bigger cube is equals to volume of 8 small cubes. Now solution. Side of the bigger cube. Side of a solid cube, which is S is equals to 12 centimeter. Now volume is equals to S cube, which is nothing but 12 into 12 into 12, which is 12 12s are 144. 144 into 12. Observe it. 144 into 12 you have to find out. 12 4s are 48. 4 remains. 12 4s are 48 plus 4, 52. 5 remains. 12 ones are 12 plus 5, 17. So 1728. 1728 centimeter cube. This is the volume of the bigger cube, the solid cube. What did they do? This solid, they cut into how many cubes they made? 8 small cubes they made. The 8 small cubes they made. So volume of number of small cubes is equals to 8. So volume of 8 small cubes is equals to volume of solid. Volume of solid. What is a solid? That is a cube. 1728 we got. Let the side of the small cube. Let the side of each small cube be x units or x centimeters. Then volume of 8 small cube, volume of each cube, each small cube is equals to x into x into x cube. Volume of each small cube is x cube. Now each, like that, how many cubes we have? 8. So 8 into x cube is equals to 1728. 1700. Why 8 into x cube? As number of small cubes they cut into 8 equal volume. So volume of each small cube is x cube. 8 into x cube is equals to the volume of the bigger one, 1728. Now x cube is equals to 1728 by 8. By 8. 8 ones are 8 twos are 16. Then 1 remains, 8 ones are 8, 12 minus 8, 4, 8 6 are 48, which is nothing but 216. So x cube is equals to 216, x cube is equals to 216, then x is equals to cube root of 216, which can be written as 6 power 3. So cube root of 216, 6 into 6 into 6, as we know. So cube root of 6 cube, which is equals to 6 power 3 whole to the power 1 by 3 can be written, 3 gets cancelled. Or if you go for prime factorization, then you will come to know 216 can be written as 6 power 3. So cube root of 6 power 3, 6 power 3 and whole to the power 1 by 3. 3 gets cancelled, which is equals to 6 centimeter. X is equals to 6 centimeter. How you are getting 6 cube? 216 can be written as 6 into 6 into 6. 3 times. So cube root of nth root of a power m. Nth root of a power m. A power m whole power. Nth root of a power m. So a power m whole to the power 1 by n, which is nothing but 3 ones are cancelled. So the side of the smaller cube, side of smaller cube is equals to 6 centimeter. Side of the smaller cube is equals to 6 centimeters. So we got the side of the smaller cube. Now you have to find out the ratio of their surface areas. Now you have to find out the ratio of their surface areas. Now you see surface area of the big cube. Which can be written as 6s square. 6s square, which is nothing but 6 into 12 square, which is equals to 6 into 144. 6 fours are 24 and 6 fours are 24, 26. 6 ones are 6 plus 2, 8. 6 fours are 24, 6 fours are 24 plus 2, 26. 6 ones are 6 plus 8, 864 centimeter square. This is the surface area of the bigger one. Now surface area of small cube, which is equals to 6s square. 6s square, or both you can write at a time, then you can simplify. In spite of like this, we can do in another way also. Surface area of the big cube by surface area of small cube. Here also formula same, that is 6s square, but only the difference is side. The side of the bigger cube is 12 centimeter and side of the small cube is 6 centimeters. So 6 into 12 into 12 by 6 into 6 into 6. Observe it. 6 into 6 into 6. Why it is 6 into 6? Here 6 into 12 square by 6 into 6 square. 6 into 12 square by 6 into 6 square. So 6 ones are 6 cancel. 6 ones are 6. 6 ones are 6 twos are 6 ones are 6 twos are. So which is nothing but 1 into 2. 2 twos are 4. 4 by 1. 1 into 1 into 1. Therefore the ratio is equals to 4 is to 1. What is the ratio? 4 is to 1. Because we know the sides and they both are the same cubical shapes. 6x square, 6s square. That is the side of surface area of the cubes. And we calculated the surface area ratio directly in spite of doing separately. So the ratio is 4 is to 1. Ratio is 4 is to 1. Is it clear? I hope you understood what we have discussed till now. How to find out volume, and if the bigger cube is converted into smaller cube, how to get the side of the cube, and what is the capacity. If the volume is given, how to convert into capacity, that is liters. We discussed till now. And here we have some homework questions. Exercise 13.5. Question number 1, 3, 6 and 7. 1, 3, 6 and 7. Finish these questions in your book. I hope you understood today's discussion. Thank you. We will meet again in the next class.